I'm playing Jack in Labels.
The character I'm playing in From This Day Forth is a girl called Kate.
Well, I'm playing a guy called Aaron. He's 16.
The character I play in From This Day Forward is Susie.
Oh, in a Snapchat, I play a character called Diane, and she has a 16-year-old son.
I don't think so. Again, you know, my experience of the 80s, going out clubbing in the 80s, it was just a big free-for-all.
That's a long time ago. Well, it's kind of, it's interesting. I mean, I guess the field is so much bigger if you're on social media, because there's just, everyone's out there, everyone's connected.
I've never used a hookup site. You know about them, you read about them. They really don't appeal to me that much. Tinder. I know about Tinder because I did a film last year, so I know about Tinder. Never used it.
Quite how you work out what they're like via a phone and videos and messages. There's so much room for misunderstanding, so it's kind of quite freaky, but scary really. But exciting, because you could literally meet anyone. So yeah, different world.
All I know about Instagram stalking really is in the script. I'm not particularly interested in telling the world what I've had for breakfast or what I'm doing all the time. Although there are some people I'm friends with on Facebook, and I seem to know an awful lot about where they're going, what they're doing, what they look like. I don't know how you can delete friends, or stop people from following you on Facebook. I can see a danger in that.
What is Snapchat? I don't know. But Snapchat, Instagram, I'm learning.
Well, I'd heard of the name before. I didn't actually know what it was. I just thought, oh, another social media platform. Like, I need another one, like a hole in the head. But I went and Googled it and saw what the scenario was about my messages disappearing, and I thought, yeah, like, the whole thing just needs to disappear.
I thought that people were not getting married so much, but I think there's been a resurgence during the noughties.
I used to think, I can only tell you what I think about marriage. I used to think that pretty much the same way as Kate, that it was a load of bobbins, that it was just a bit of paper, and that if two people loved each other, why did they need this piece of paper? It was all for financial reasons and yada yada yada. But then as I matured, shall we say, I started to think that maybe there is a good reason for there is a good thing about marriage, and it is that it is a sign that you are committing to that other person. I can't tell you what young people think, because I don't hang out with young people. Oh, social media. Well, there was a stage of the game where I was considering emailing Mark Zuckerberg and asking him to give me a salary, because I spent all my time on Facebook when I should have been doing my work. In fact, it was like a full-time job. I was Facebook poster extraordinaire, and I used to rant a lot on Facebook about stuff. And then I realised that I didn't have enough money to pay my bills, and I thought, I have to get off this. This is just consuming my life into a complete vortex.
Facebook, I am on Facebook. I struggle with it. I ignore it. I can't always find my messages.
I was on Facebook when it first started, and I gave it up once, and I have now given it up again. I used to tweet a lot, but now I don't because I've given that up. And I just started Instagram again, and now I've given that up. So I'm actually giving all the social media up.
I've used, I use Facebook, I'm old-fashioned. Bit of email, bit of Twitter.
There's been a lot of research to say how unhappy it's making people. A lot of people are giving it up, especially Facebook. I really don't like the idea behind the design of it, which is there in order to make you use it again and again and again, and to stop you from producing anything of value.
I get people following me, and I've got lots of people in Australia, New Zealand, and the other side of the world following me. God knows why.
I think I've got a friend in Montreal, and most of my friends are kind of local to where I live, which is in York. But there's definitely somewhere in Montreal, there's one or two in America, and there's a guy who's travelling all the time, so he could be in Australia or the Philippines or Moscow, God knows.
Let's get back to real life.